Among the first to be vaccinated in Arizona will be the Scottsdale Fire Chief. He says he's doing this to urge other first responders to get vaccinated, and also because his department has been hit so hard this year. Brianna Whitney live for us tonight at the department with more on this story. Brianna?
Yeah, so sometimes firefighters are the first contact that COVID patients have when they're taken to the hospital, putting firefighters at huge risk of exposure. So the Scottsdale Fire Chief says if they have the opportunity to get the vaccine, they should, and he plans to set an example on Thursday.
History Monday morning, the COVID-19 vaccine arriving at Honor Health in Phoenix.
We really feel like it's important for me to set kind of a tone.
And one of the first people who will get that vaccine Thursday morning is Scottsdale Fire Chief Tom Shannon.
We're sworn to serve, and we're sworn to do everything we can in our power to protect. And so if there's something that we can do to ourselves to make ourselves ready, make ourselves healthier, we should do that, in my view.
His message to other first responders is simple. Get the vaccine. From a personal standpoint, COVID-19 has ravaged their department.
We've had upwards of 70 people out of 285 sworn members test positive, some of them very ill.
One of them, Captain Roy Brown.
When they call 911, we don't know what we're getting into half the time.
He was exposed on the job back in June, tested positive for COVID, and ended up in the hospital multiple times with blood clots in both lungs.
But I was on oxygen the entire time and had all of the treatments, the convalescent plasma, the steroids, the IV antibiotics. I had everything.
It's now December, and he still can't go more than a minute without being short of breath.
It's excruciating. I want to be back on the truck. I want to be back with my guys doing the job that I love. It's just right now I can't.
It's stories like Roy's that make Chief Shannon so passionate about being one of the first to get the vaccine. Hopeful others in his line of work will follow in his footsteps for the benefit of the entire community.
Is that we should be doing everything that we can do to help keep the public safe.
So after Chief Shannon gets his first dose of the vaccine on Thursday, he'll get his second and final dose of the vaccine in 3 weeks. Jared, back to you.
Brianna, the numbers there are really something. I mean, a quarter of the department is tested positive. How have they been dealing with that, with so many people testing positive and then having to quarantine?
Right, so obviously they don't want to lengthen response times to emergencies, so a lot of their members have actually been working a lot of overtime shifts to make sure that all of their shifts are staffed.
Yeah, and it seems that even if you don't test positive, you're still affected, having to fill in all those shifts. So when it becomes available, will it be required for them to get the vaccine?
Right, so even though Chief Shannon is passionate about it, he said it won't be required of his employees to get the vaccine to work at the department, but he does say that it is highly encouraged.
I think that's the same thing we'll hear from a lot of fire departments, police officers, police departments, and also businesses as well,
right,
encouraging their employees to get vaccinated ASAP. Brianna Whitney live for us tonight in Scottsdale. Brianna, thanks.